It's one of the most divisive issues in this country. Guns. It sparks emotion and passionate debate, from schools and security to its history and hunting. Should there be more restrictions or freedom? What role should firearms play in our lives? All very important questions, so we've come here to Las Vegas, tomorrow marking 1 year since the mass shooting. How has the worst mass shooting in U.S. history changed this community? A sensitive topic, and we're not here to take sides. Just give you the information you need to make an informed decision on Election Day. This is The Race. Welcome into The Race. I'm Chris Stewart, and we're here in Las Vegas, where tomorrow they'll be marking 1 year since the shooting that left 58 people dead and more than 800 people hurt. Behind me right here is a healing garden that's being put together to remember all the lives that were lost. And it's mass shootings like the one that happened here that really thrust the conversation about guns in this country into the spotlight. So during this show, we are going to be taking on what is a very complex issue. We're going across the country and taking a look at how firearms are impacting people's lives. But first, we do want to get started here in Las Vegas, talking to a woman who was at that country music festival last year. Her life changed forever by what happened and her journey to find peace.
Most people come to Red Rock Canyon to admire it. And Raina Davis is no different.
It teaches me.
Her visits here are about more than experiencing its beauty. She's finding her peace.
Nobody can hurt me here.
Last year, Raina and her fiancé Opie were celebrating his birthday at the Route 91 Harvest Music Festival in Las Vegas when she heard shots, then saw the unimaginable.
Everyone around me was going down, and I wasn't.
She miraculously escaped unharmed.
I had bullet holes through the bill of my cap, through my purse. I had bullet holes. I'm telling you, there's no human explanation as to how I'm here. Somebody was watching over me.
But with feelings of gratitude came feelings of guilt that her fiancé had to recover from a gunshot wound.
He got shot saving my life.
And 58 others lost their lives.
It's the hardest, most grueling year of my life.
But she was determined to move forward.
I was a city girl. This is my new normal.
Raina moved from Vegas to a small town and spends several days a week here.
I feel like it's big enough for me to dump the stuff that hurts me here.
She talks with her therapist, fiancé, and other survivors about her experiences and gets out and helps others. Now, a year later, she's okay knowing some questions may never be answered.
I don't know why they didn't make it, and I don't know why we did, but I'm not going to waste any more time trying to figure it out. It is what it is. We will never know why or his reasoning. We'll never know. Okay, you got to make peace with that.
Using the beauty of nature.
I feel like I'm in God's country here.
To bring hope.
And then you always find something to smile about.
While healing. For The Race, I'm Kumasi Aaron.
All right, we've come along the strip here in Las Vegas, not far from where that shooting happened last year. And let's talk about gun laws here for a second. A big deal when it comes to who you vote for, not just in a local election, but you look all the way up to a federal election as well. And these are new numbers that we have from PolitiFact coming in March, asking people how they feel about gun laws in America. 67% saying they think gun laws need to be stronger in this country, only 4% saying that they need to be less strict. 28% of people saying they're good where things are right now. Well, Corey Rangel, he went to go talk to both Republicans and Democrats about not just where they stand on gun laws, but also issues of gun violence in America.
Democrats and Republicans in Congress have still not found a meaningful way to stop gun violence, despite a list of ideas from both sides.
Republicans can lead on a couple ways. They can talk about more investment in mental health funding. I think there's also a way to lead on it through getting more funds for school security. And I think the third thing is, spending more money on social media, because So many of these people are tipping themselves off.
The point that Democrats are making is we know that there are a number of different ideas, whether it's background checks, waiting periods, being able to make sure that databases are talking to each other.
Even with the range of proposals, little has actually been done at the federal level. The biggest piece of gun-related legislation Congress passed this year is the Fix NICS bill, which improves reporting to the background check system.
Both political parties try to seize political advantage, and they both do. And there's not any, there doesn't seem to be any solutions that are coming forward, and I think that is one of the most frustrating things about this debate, because kids are getting killed, and something needs to happen.
Frustrated with Congress, many states are taking the lead in gun legislation. 55 gun safety bills have been signed into law in 26 states since the deadly Parkland school shooting in February, including 14 states with Republican governors.
I think what you're seeing is more movement at the state level, where to some degree maybe there's a little bit more of a direct accountability loop in some ways, and your ability to put real pressure on your mayor, on your governor, on your state legislature.
For The Race, I'm Corey Rangel.
And when The Race continues here from Las Vegas, you are going to hear from a good guy with a gun, how he and his firearm stopped an active shooter before any lives were lost.